Hello and welcome to today's video, which is going to be a project pan introduction. This is going to be finish 5 by Thanksgiving. I did do this project pan last year and I like to do a few projects that are shorter towards the end of the year just so I can finish some good things before the end of the year. If you are interested, I have a whole project pan playlist. I am doing a lot of project pans, so I will link that in the description box, and I am doing a pan that palette as well, so I will link that in the description box. This is going to be a pretty short project because I'm filming towards the beginning of October, so it is slightly less than 2 months, but hopefully I can at least finish 1 or 2 things, and let's just get started. The first thing I picked is this deluxe size It Cosmetics CC Plus SPF 50. I got this as a gift with purchase from Ulta. They sent several different pretty decent sized foundation samples. Actually, there is 0.135 fluid ounces in here, which is a decent amount for a sample. And I'm trying to think. I think this is something I've had before. I had it in a full size, but it's been several years. I did really remember enjoying it. Always good to get some extra SPF, but I always wear SPF in my moisturizer. But yeah, I remember liking this and I considered repurchasing it, but at that time they didn't really have a color that matched me all that well. So I think they have expanded the colors. Anyway, this color is actually, I don't know. So I don't even know if this is going to match. I may end up mixing this in with other foundation. If you are watching my Partners in Cream project pan, I am trying to finish a full-size foundation by Becca that is not my favorite formula. And I remember that this is a bit more of a liquidy type formula, which I do think could help with that. Therefore, I thought that would be a good combo. And plus, when I get these samples, I do like to use them up. I don't want to leave them sitting around. Next up, I do want to work on 2 lip products, which may be a little bit ambitious. However, I have been able to finish so many lip glosses lately because I've been reapplying all the time, just sitting around at home. I'll reapply lip gloss instead of just a lip balm. So I figure let's try to get 1 more lip gloss done, and I picked the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip. This is in the color Aquarius, and I really love this color. It is a pinky mauve type shade. I have previously mentioned that this Colourpop formula used to be my favorite gloss formula. It's just no longer my favorite anymore. There's a lot of glosses that I prefer, such as the NYX Butter glosses or even the Colourpop Luxe glosses. I think are a nicer, smoother formula. And yeah, plus the brush tip is not my favorite. So these are good, but not my favorite anymore. And I'm working on Moonchild in another project. And then this is the last one that I have in this old school formula. So I thought, let's just get this used up too. Also, Colourpop lip products, from what I've noticed, do tend to expire faster than some other brands. And I know a lot of other people have said that. I'm not the only one that has noticed this. Therefore, if I can get this and Moonchild done, I will be very, very happy. I do love them both and they are really pretty colors, but like I said, I just found formulas I much prefer. And then I do want to work on a lipstick, which if you saw one of my projects a few months ago, I think it was in Finish 5 by Fall, I had this lipstick in there and I barely used it. I mentioned that part of it with the mask thing, I'm not wearing lipstick as often, and even when I am wearing lip products, I tend to reach for gloss and a lip liner. That's kind of been my go-to combo. But ironically, since that project ended, I actually have been using this, and this is by Kylie. This is Bare Velvet, and actually it's a really, really nice color. It's a nice thin liquid lipstick, which I like because I don't ever wear neutral liquid lipsticks like this plain. I always put a gloss on top, and I've noticed if it's a thicker formula, gloss does not layer well and it feels really thick and gloopy on the lips. Therefore, this is a really nice thin formula that I do enjoy layering with lip gloss. So yeah, I would love to finish this. Like I said, I've worn this so much since that project ended, even though I barely wore it in the project, which is kind of silly, but yes, if I could get a lipstick done, that would be amazing. Next up is my e.l.f. setting spray. This is my holy grail. I have repurchased this so many times. I don't know that I could finish this, but I think I could get close. This is the larger size. They sell a smaller size too. Oh, this doesn't say how much is in here, but Anyway, it's to about here, and I've only been using it for a couple of weeks. I do go through this fairly quickly because I use it to prep my face for makeup, so I spray it before I do my foundation and primer and all of that. And then also I do use this to foil my eyeshadows. This is something I use every single day, and also I do use it as a final step only if I feel like my makeup looks kind of heavy or cakey. So I don't do that a whole lot, but it works great for all of those steps. This is the best setting spray I've ever used, and it's super cheap. So I don't know, we'll see. This is something that, yeah, I mean, I pretty much use this every day anyway. Maybe I could get it done. Like I said, I'm to about here. You can't really tell with this packaging, but yeah. We shall see. I think I could at least make really good progress on this. Alrighty, and the last item is an eyeshadow palette. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run, and I want to do just usage on this. Oh, a few people lately have asked me if I've considered doing usage in my project pans, and I do that. I have several project pans that are all about just counting usage on items. I'm doing the project 10 uses, I have a 100 uses, and I'm also doing one called using my eyeshadow palettes, where I have certain eyeshadow palettes I'm trying to use 20 times. So if you are interested, check out my project pan playlist, because I've been doing that a lot in the last year, which is not something I did before that. However, this palette I want to use, I'm gonna say I think 15 times, just because I'm doing a lot of other projects, like I said, that involve using different eyeshadow palettes. But this one I feel like has so many fall tones. I did talk about this in my best eyeshadow palettes for fall video, and I think I've only used this once since I filmed that video, which is kind of sad because I truly love this palette. I know it's kind of hit or miss. Some people really hate this palette, but some people really love it. I'm someone who really loves it. The formula is great, and also the colors are beautiful. So really doesn't matter which eyeshadows to me I use, but I would like to use a bit of a variety. And also something that people ask me when I talk about usage, even if I just use one eyeshadow, I will count that as one use. Or if I do a whole look using 5 eyeshadows from this palette, I still would just count that as one use. That's how I personally do it. It's just easier that way. And a lot of days I do use a few different palettes to create a look. I rarely just use one palette for an entire look. But yes, this one is beautiful. I love these tones. I particularly love this green and this blue and that orange. Really, really nice. I'm excited to use this palette more. It's kind of neglected. I did have it in a project last year where I hit pan, but kind of since that time, I tended to neglect it, which is not good because I truly, truly love this palette. Alrighty, that is it for this project pan intro. There's not a lot of time. It's gonna be less than 2 months. So even if I could just use the palette and then maybe have even 1 or 2 empties, honestly, I would be happy with this project. I just want to use my collection and finish up a few more things in the next few months. As I mentioned, I will link my project pan playlist and also my pan that palette playlist, and also shop my stash. I do that as well. So I'm kind of trying to balance doing a lot of project pans, but still using other items in my collection. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.